Well, all right, we finally got down to this. And no, oh, I've only had this knife about, let me see, this is the 21st century. Let's see, 1844 minus. I've had it for a long time. A long time. Unfortunately, I'm sorry I haven't got this one out earlier. Wow, it's my bad, I guess. But I got like four of the CRKT knives in hand because I wanted to, and the ritual was one of them, and this particle separation device was the other one. Eric Oakes did the intention, and then he did the other one. Damn it, what did I just do? Not the APOC. It was, I'll put it down here, which was a deadlock with a D2 blade. This does not have a D2 blade. This has got 1.4116 blade steel, which is the equivalent of, when you hybridize like balsa wood with bamboo. Okay, that's the hardness. No, it's like, I think it's more like a 440 breed. But this is a German steel, so made in Germany, it's got to be good. I read that on the internet. So, and you know what? This is kind of crazy. Okay, so you can do this. Let's just continue to slam shit to the ground here. That you can open this. Of course, it's assisted opening, which is the dream of every 11-year-old boy. And bang, just like that. I mean, you can look like an expert on the front flipper, can't you? And here's a flipper tab. This came off of one of the America's Cup yachts. This was the mast, and it's the same length. That there's up there, isn't it? That's pretty good size. Bang. And of course, yeah, the problem is if you're gonna make it assisted opening, let me just make a recommendation. You don't need a flipper tab that big. And you know why? 'Cause it's assisted opening. Okay? It don't take much. All it has to do is break loose that far, boom, and it's gone. Oh my goodness gracious. And that is easy to do too, although it's kind of a funky way of holding this when I'm doing that. But front flippers are a funky way of holding a knife when you're doing it, and it's not terribly stable. So I always keep that in consideration. This is so much easier. But I guess everybody's going front flippity flip. It's kind of the craze that's blowing through the market. So everybody got to get a little piece of that. And this, of course, is solid carbon fiber. It's not a G10. Oh, yeah, it is G10 laminate. Looks like carbon fiber. I read it on the internet. And by the way, this pocket clip, you can flip over here so you can go. I mean, oh, God. We're just going to go down this road, aren't we? I'm just saying, good Lord. I mean, you've got it, okay? There's the pocket clip. Good enough. You want to put it left hand. I get you, brother. Praise the Lord. But why the hell do you want to give people an opportunity to go tip down? I thought we gave that up in 1984 or something. 1984 called. They want their knife back. What? What's that front flipper part on that, though? I don't get it. So I do like the design of this, actually, overall. Check it out. I mean, I like the design of the particle separation device, don't you? Carbon fiber layered something. Yeah, it is. I was just reading this onto the side, by the way. It's a 7920, by the way. The P.S.D, if you're going to try and look it up. White Mountain Knives, hey, you get $64 and use LTK as a discount code, so you get 10% off, so you're in the 50s, so okay. And like I said before, it's 1.4116, a stainless blade. I don't like it as well as the 2.84862X blade, but what the hell? Why are we naming it this? But closed length, open length, so it's pretty good size. It weighs 800 pounds. Black G10 with carbon fiber layer. Yeah, no shit. But it's made in Taiwan, which is the free China. That's free. Yeah, interesting. Pocket clip's okay. It's a single screw there, but they machined a place in there, so it's not moving around. And the screw, unfortunately, is not a flat screw, which would be nice. It give you a little bit more clearance like this for the lip of your pocket. Although, here we go. Flat screws, but it's not machined in. And that's because we can go the other side with this Vexor, this Civivi Vexor, one of my favorites. But you know what? Good looking blade. Got a recurve, and I know everybody out there loves sharpening recurves. It's like the favorite thing to do on a Sunday afternoon. So there you go. You are so lucky. Hold on, where we got a piece of paper? Recurves. Recurves got the curves. Wow, I'll tell you one thing. Somebody sharpened this up at the factory. Did all right, because they're free in Taiwan. They feel free and they feel good about sharpening knives. It's centered. I got no lock, rock, or blade play. My lockup is, whoo, baby, that's 50%, isn't it? You got jimping here. You could kick this down, and it won't cut your thumb off, because it's assisted opening, so it's hitting the springity dang, and there it is, and there's where she lays. Now, you got this little area so you can get up like this and go, hey, I'm going to do me some whittling, or I'm going to get up close and tight with something. I mean, yeah, the blade looks good. I like it. And, you know, you got this jimping up here, thumb ramp. You got this little kind of harpoon thing going on the blade with the recurve. Very stylish. Very stylish. Did I say it was a Hammond design? Because Hammond has done a bunch with CRKT traditionally. I mean, geez. How far back, guys? I mean, 10, 15 years ago? I don't know. I mean, a long time ago. And then lanyard hole here, just for the hell of it. Now, how much does it weigh? Haven't even put it on the tape measure or nothing, have we? Been just sitting here making jokes. Okay, 130 grams, which is, you know, that's respectable. And if we can find ounces, there's 4.6. It's not ridiculous. And oh, by the way, well, I had the Vexor out here anyhow. Now, the Vexor's a 9-inch knife. Okay, this is not a 9-inch knife, obviously. But, and where did I throw? Of course, I got rid of my Parrot Military 2. It's somewhere off in the distance. Here's another 9-inch knife. That's not going to help. Let's get the Velocia out here from Kubi. Well, damn, that's a damn good size knife, too. What happens when a guy surrounds himself with large knives? The answer is he has fun. He has fun. That's the answer to that. 3.65, okay, whatever. 5/8. I mean, 3 5/8, I meant. 93, 94 millimeter. And yeah, 8 1/4, so about 21 centimeters. So 8 1/4, that's the exact same overall length of a Paramilitary 2, but the Paramilitary 2 does not have a 3.65-inch blade. It's got 3.5, so there's more handle on the PM2. And this one is a little crowded for space, by the way. You got the canoe going down the river here. And the back guy here, he's the one that steers. But I'm just saying, yeah, it's, if you got smaller hands than me, you're good. So if you're kind of a medium-sized glove, you're good. If you're small glove, you're good. If you're XL, you're not good here. Now, you can always stretch out like that, and you've got room. Or you can roll over the back and back yourself up like this. See what I'm saying? And I can just fit. So it's snug, and it's really kind of locking my hand in place by doing that. So I'm good with that. What do we got for blade stock on this? Come on, buddy. Cooperate. 3.2 millimeters at, what did we say, 0.12 of an inch, and half inch, 12.9. 12.9 millimeters at a half inch. So, hey, that's good. That's good. So, I mean, there's a lot to like about it. I mean, I like this swedge coming down here, reinforcing the tip. That feels pretty strong. I mean, as a work knife, it's just a to hell with it knife, you know, and it ain't that much. It's in the mid 50s once the smoke clears. Of course, this is in the mid 50s. This is less. This is in the 40s. And I think after discount, this is also maybe high 40s as well. So you got Bestech, you got Civi, you got a lot of players. You've got Concept is doing some, Tucson is doing some, Kaiser is doing some. There's a lot of players, and I'm not even talking about Kershaw. So, and I refuse to talk about Kershaw. Nah, I don't. But this is good. It's not jimped here. It's relatively intuitive. I think they could have moved this back just a bit. But you know how it matches up here. So you got to, you know, when you're doing your design thing, okay, if I'm going to make that flipper tab disappear, then, you know, I got to know where I'm going to be on this. And okay, that choil is good. So yeah, I guess it had to line up where it is back here. I just think it could have been more subdued, and I think it would have been easier to function with, and then put jimping, start it there, and then go over the top down to here. It's not too wide like this direction. It's just too tall this direction, I think, because it almost makes you reach up and over, and I just think that's, like we discussed, ergos, relative to your hand size, but not bad. Reverse grip for me is fine. Got the pommel right here. Yeah, I got good control. Balance on this crazy dog is not easy. There it is. Okay. You know, does it matter about detent? It's an assisted opening, so it goes until, boom, it's an automatic. It doesn't fail. You got a spring in there. So you got something that could break, but I guess if it does, you can either throw it in the trash, live with it without a spring, or send it to CRKT, or maybe get a spring from them. Can't remember if I've done that. I think I got a spring from Kershaw once on one of the Ken Onion design knives, like the Leak or something. But so that may be possible as well. So no big deal. Not bad. And do we want to take it apart? Oh, if we're going to, we ain't going to go from the back, are we? So let's start out here. And I guess we could just pull off the front scale, and then if we see, you know, the spring and all that garbage, it's probably good enough. The less I do, the more I like it. Hold on. Oh, I pull that screw right out with the tip of my driver. And there you go. Kind of strange how this, hold on. Okay, that's just a washer. I was saying it's kind of strange how this thing, you know, sits on top of that. It's got some machining on it, so okay. But they could have sunk this a little deeper and had this exactly flush with the scale, but it's not like that, so okay. And now I can't get this damn thing out. Okay. And there goes my other screw, which I just about threw on the floor. Okay, so we got all that off. Let's pull this out. And there this goes. Okay. Oh, so yeah, okay. So your springy thingy sits in this little area. So we are able to get to all the components just by pulling the front off, which is great. See this? Okay. So this all squiggles up and sits in here and then goes into the blade area. So, I mean, you know, if you maintain your knife, you can take this apart. I've seen them where they have just tons of gunk in here, and you got to pull all this apart and, you know, clean it up, put it back together. See what I'm saying? Okay, now, and you got to be careful about the position of this here, that it matches with the blade when you put it back together. Okay, because it's going to go into here, okay? And so when you put the blade back, and it's going to be, hold on. Okay. Switch hands. But I mean, I'm just saying, so when you put it back together, and now I made a mess of it, that's all going to fit in that hole, because you got a hole right here. On the other side, it should deal with a detent ball, and it does. Okay, right there. So, and let me see about this. Okay, so what we've done is, this is a one piece, and this is just a D-shaped, and that's fine, Nothing fancy about the IKBS, which is another thing I was going to mention. If you're going to do IK, what's the point? I mean, why don't you just put bronze washers in there? Because if you're going to do assisted with a spring, why do you need IKBS? Because a bronze washer is going to have a larger area of surface contact with the blade and less likely to get gunk in it if it's going to be a working man's knife. So, I mean, if you're going to put IKBS in there, then you don't need an assisted opening, do you? You just need to make your detent adequate to handle the situation, period. So, oh well, just my opinion. And now I'm knocking everything out of the knife. Here we go. Come on. Put you back around here and up through here. And are we going to do that? We're going to try. Oh, we got a little flat spot there, so it's got to go through just the right way. There it goes, just like that. Wow, okay. Well, that's interesting. At least those are not going to spin when you put a flat spot, so they can only go through this metal area a certain way. That's cool. Okay. I mean, I'm all up with that. That's fine. And it looks pretty clean on the inside. Okay, so let's stick our pivot here, and we got to come around and find our right. I guess I should have looked on the other side. There we go. D shape comes through that D shape on the liner. And, you know, there's your lock bar cut out of here, and you got a full liner on the other side that's not skeletonized. But I guess it's not that heavy, so it's not that big a deal. And then, of course, you've got your liner here. And if we're going to build this back, we need to build it back from here. So we need to put bearings on here, and I guess we can put a little juice on there. I don't know that it makes that much difference. You got assisted. And, of course, I got my blade stop thing going on here. And let's just stick the blade on and rotate it here. Now, I need bearings. Okay, so I got my bearings on. And now I need my liner to be lined up with these. And there we go. And my pin here. Okay. Just like this. I'll wait till later, put that back. Okay. Okay. Now, we got it back into the cavity in here because we laid it over in the right position. We got this. We got this. Okay. Now I'm gonna put this down here just to kind of hold it together. But see what I'm saying about that? That piece sticks out. And this does too. I don't know. They could have been flush. I'm thinking. Wouldn't have hurt nothing. And let me rotate this around until I get it. There you go. In the right position to go on through. Okay, there we go. Now. Okay. I've got screws that's got to come in from this side. Let's put them down. So this is not that bad. I guess that spring's not a huge pain in the butt to put back on there because it fits right inside that cavity of that scale. So not really that difficult. I thought it was going to be a bigger deal than it was. I don't do a lot of these assisted, but I've done a few on occasion because it was necessary to do so. All right, interesting that they've got the entrance on the front instead of the back. Oh well. And of course, you don't want to lock this down too tight. Let me see, are we centered? Yeah. Lock this down, there's no play. Let me see if it kind of just drops on its own. Yeah, I mean, it's really close to where it was. Maybe I got a little too ambitious with it. Okay, that's nice. No play. All right, we're back. Not sure IKBS when you've got an assisted opening because the spring's doing all that work, and maybe just because, yes, it'll have a little bit of drop to go one-handed when you disengage the lock bar, as opposed to what washers may give you, but you can get a drop with washers after things wear in, so not sure. It is what it is, and this is the way they did it. But the particle separation, the P.S.D, I like the design. I like the ergos. It's not terribly expensive. The steel's okay. It's a user steel. It'll sharpen. It'll use. Not the best in the world, but oh well. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I see the good points, and then there's a lot that I'm not all that attracted to. It's not one of my favorite CRKT knives, okay? And I have, probably 6 or 7 that I've kept that I really like. And now this isn't quite making it for me. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. You know what we do around here. We love them knives. Subscribe to my channel and stay sharp.